Alright, what's up guys? This is Cameron talking about laws of exponents, dividing, and negative powers. First problem we have is 2 to the 4th power over 2 to the 2nd power. So with the exponents, what we do is we take both of them, and we subtract the 4 by the 2, and it'll give us 2. So our final answer will be 2 to the 2nd power. Alright, the next problem is 2 to the 5th power divided by 2. Even though there's no exponent here, you treat it like it's a 1. You take your 5 minus your imaginary 1 exponent, and it'll give you 4. So your final answer for that one will be 2 to the 4th power. Next problem, we have 5x, bringing in variables now, to the 4th power over 2x. Alright, so we take the 4 exponent minus our imaginary 1, still there. It's going to give us 3. And then in our final answer we have 5x, bring down our 3, divided by 2. You do not carry over the variable in the denominator. So this will be our final answer. For our next problem, we got 12x to the 4th power divided by negative 4x. So we bring up our 4 and our imaginary 1. It'll give us 3 for our next exponent. And with this 12 and negative 4, we can simplify that down more. So if we divided 12 by 2, it'll give us 6. If we divide negative 4 by 2, it'll give us negative 2. And then we put our x down. We bring down our 3 exponent. So it'll give us 6x to the 3rd power over negative 2. And that's our final answer. Now as far as numerators go, and for most of the numbers in this, you do not want a negative exponent. So if it was 3 minus 6, you would flip it. So you would change it to 1 over 3 to the 6th power. Or you just bring it down to the denominator and change the sign of the exponent. Or you could do 1 over 729, but that seems a little painful to do. Next problem we have is 16 x to the 6th power y to the 8th over 12 x to the 8th y to the 3rd. We can simplify this down by dividing the 16 and the 12 by 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then remember, we have to take all these exponents and subtract them. So we have 4x minus 2 y 5. And then further down here, remember we can't have these negative exponents being on the top, so we make that 4 y 5 because the 5 is positive, so it can be up there. And we bring the x squared down here, and we take away the negative. That's our final answer. Next problem we have, we integrate in multiplication. So 6 to the negative second times 6 to the negative fourth over 6 to the negative eighth. It's important to remember that when you're using multiplication, as long as you're talking about exponents, it means add. As long as you're talking about dividing, you want to subtract for the exponents. So in this case, we add negative 2 plus negative 4, and it'll give us 6 to the negative 6th over our 6 to the negative 8th. And then when you reach this, you want to flip them, because remember we can't have that negative up there. So our new answer is 6 to the 8th over 6 to the 6th. And then when you're here, you subtract these two, because remember we're dividing, so you want to subtract. So your final answer is going to be 6 to the second. Smiley face. Next we're going to put in parentheses. So 7 over 4. Put parentheses around it so they're joined together to the negative second power. In this situation, the exponent applies to both the numerator and the denominator because they're in parentheses. So our product of it is going to be 7 to the negative second over 4 to the negative second. Remember, you can't have this up here, so you want to swap these two and take away their negative signs. So it's 4 squared over 7 squared. And that's your final answer. It's pretty simple. Alright, for our next problem, we have 18y x4 over 8x8y squared. Now with this, I know the x and the y are mismatched, but you have to remember it doesn't matter what order they go in. So it's okay if you want to rewrite the problem as 18y x to the fourth power over 8y squared x to the eighth, just to line them all up easier. So after you're done subtracting these, you should have 18y negative 1 x negative 4 over 8. Because remember, there's still 1 here. Minus 2 will give you that negative 1, and 4 minus 8 will give you that negative 4. But we can't have those negatives up there. So from this answer, we have to move it toward 18 over 8 y1, because remember we changed that negative 1 down here to a normal 1, x positive 4 as an exponent. That negative 4 comes down to a positive. But we can't stop there because we can simplify it, remember? So we take 18 divided by 2, that gives us a 9. 8 divided by 2, that gives us a 4. Final answer is 9 over 4 y to the first power x to the fourth power. And that is our answer. Alright, this has been Cameron Almeida teaching you guys about the laws of exponents dividing and negative powers. Hope I helped out. Hope you guys learned a lot from me. And peace out.